When couples do not feel understood, there usually are certain issues and problems that arise. The first issue or problem that arises when misunderstandings take place usually identify with titles and commitments. So, in my work as a couples counselor, I work with a lot of couples who might be in the dating or courtship phase and they're looking to progress the relationship forward. When understanding isn't there might be one partner asking, are we together? Are we not together? What are the boundaries? Are we headed toward marriage, commitment? For those that are in a relationship, it may be a misunderstanding pertaining to the commitments of, are we going to progress the marriage forward? Are we divorcing? Are we going to move in together? Are we going to move out? So titles and commitments usually are that first line of misunderstanding. We then transition to couples experiencing low relationship satisfaction. And some of those issues also align with the question of, why is this person not who I initially fell in love with? Because we're constantly changing, we need to be updated on our partner, and that requires understanding where they are today and where they're wanting to be tomorrow, not just always where they were in the past when we first met them. Next, I find that couples will have issues pertaining to parenting and child rearing. So there are a lot of misunderstandings when you engage in parenting, because it could be a co-parenting situation where you meet your partner and they already have children and you're wanting to understand how you fit when it pertains to discipline strategies or your involvement, needing to know the plan or the roles that you have and what's off limits and then what's expected of you. Next, couples will develop misunderstandings when they attempt to engage in mind reading. So mind reading is usually something that occurs when couples have a history and they feel or think that their partner is going to go left, but they actually are going right. Or what'll happen is you'll guess what they're thinking or feeling, and then you'll attempt to impose your perspective onto your partner versus slowing down and seeking to understand before seeking to be understood. Then we have place and blame. So usually it's easier for a partner to place blame than to hold each other accountable. And that happens because we would rather feel good about ourselves than to feel good about the relationship. So understanding how to transition from blame to accountability is a process. Last but not least, emotions. So throughout the life of a relationship, you're going to experience a whole spectrum of emotions. And learning how to devise a plan or a process so the emotions that you experience can be great servants, but not masters. So understanding how to make that emotion work for you and not against you and your partner. Couples that have issues pertaining to understanding, usually those that are initiating a new relationship or they're in a phase of transition, I usually refer to them the Finding Acceptance Relationship Counseling course, because it does a great job of giving you and your partner tools, techniques, and strategies to regain understanding so you can have a better idea of who your partner is becoming, not just who they are now or who they were.
You can never go back.